Well, it's a dark November evening. It's cold. There's nasty weather outside. It's blowing a hoolie and wintry showers on our way to December. And what I wanted to do is to look at the seeds. If you remember, we were harvesting the runner beans. I just wanted to see how you save the seeds. Here we go. Drying, it says here. Strict attention needs to be paid to drying seeds. They are easily ruined if they are too moist when stored. Good point. Seeds should be dried as quickly as possible without damage to them, but I'll show you what we've done in a minute. Spread seeds out evenly on a newspaper in a spot where they will not be blown away or spilled. Some people do this with wet seeds because they prefer to have them sticking to the paper for planting out later. Okay, so with that in our minds, this is our newspaper here. Now it did say here, a simple test is to see whether large seeds are ready to try is to bite one of the seeds. Okay, bite one of the seeds. And there's absolutely no impression on that, so I guess that is dry. Okay, so next thing, a brown envelope. Now it might be an idea to put what they are on here, because later on we'll forget what it is. On this I'm going to put runner beans. And today's date is the 21st of November. (2013). Now it does say that in another part of the book that beans can only be kept for about 3 years. So it's quite important that we put the date on here, you see. Now, here we go. I'm not going to put them all in, I'm going to put about 5 in at a time. You notice that we had 2 types of beans growing in the patch. That's probably because of me. And we've talked about slugs before, and I don't quite know what to do about slugs. They are a pest, I must confess. Sometimes these beans have a habit of fighting back. So you think you lost a crop of beans, and all of a sudden there's a leaf growing, and then there's a bit more of a stem growing, and all of a sudden you've got another crop of beans. And that's what happened last year. So once one was knocked back, I went out to the garden centre, cheated, and bought another stock and planted them in between the old ones that got bitten away. As a consequence, I didn't realise, I thought beans were beans were beans. But anyway, there we are. 2 different types of beans, one brown one and one purple one. Okay, now I think what I'll do is just put about 5 in each one. 2, 4, 5. Okay, and I'll put that into a pot here in a minute. I'll show you what we'll do with those in a minute. Now, one of the things you've got to watch is to see if there's any kind of mould or anything growing in them. This mould here is not good because it could spread to others. So we reject that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. That one, in comparison with that one, is really quite small, or even that one, there you are, that was really quite small, so I'm not going to keep that one. It's probably not going to grow anyway. Now it's quite important that we keep these things dry during the course of the winter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll just slowly put these in. Okay. The second thing I want to try and put away for next year are these sweet peas. In here, this beaker here. Now they've been drying in this little beaker as suggested, and once again it's going to go into an envelope. Sweet pea, 21st, 11, 13. Maybe I'll put a few more in here than I did in the other. Now let's have a look. 1, 2, I'm not too sure about these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I put 8 in, that would be fine. I think I'll put 8 as well. 9. Now, the reason I'm putting them in small groups is that if any one of them are infected with some sort of fungal spore or something that starts to erupt, in that case it's going to affect only a few others. They're going to be kept separately from the other seeds, so it won't destroy the whole lot, hopefully, but we'll see. What I need to do now is label the box, because in what, 4 or 5 months time, no, when will it be? February, November, December, January, February, 3 months time, will I remember where I've put the seeds? No, I think I'll better label this box and put it in a safe place. Okay, so seeds, and enveloped on the 21st, 11, 13. There we go, as simple as that. Oops, broke all that. Never mind, it'll do. Cool, job done. Now I'm sure every house has one of these little places, the things where you sort of store things out of sight. This happens to be one of those places in here, so I'll put these seeds up here. I've just noticed this garden of blueberries like to be grown together. I've only got one blueberry, and so here I have another one. I've just been to the garden centre and picked one up. So that's one of my jobs today. Now then, one of the things is I need a pot to put it in. Now it does need ericaceous compost, so because where it's grown is acid soil. Now I've been to Nova Scotia this year, as I do whenever I possibly can, and blueberries grow in abundance over the coast. And they're small ones, they're very small ones, and apparently there's different types of blueberries, some that are very small, close to the ground, and some that are very tall and bushy. I don't know which one this one is. It's called Vaccinium corymbusum, a swampy blueberry, medium-sized shrub. Okay, so I'm going to put it next door to one that we already have. Now, the thing is, I need a tub to put it in. Now then, I've got to find a tub to put it in. I think I've got something over here. Okay. Here we are. Oh my lord, what a mess. I'll show you why. I've got something here. Very big. And there we have 2 blueberries. Hopefully that they'll help each other to grow. So we'll have to wait till next year, won't we? Okay, now the next job, the horrors of horrors. In here, oh my lord, a job to be done. This weird thing here is when I was away over the course of the summer, I tried to invent some sort of irrigation system, which didn't actually work very well, but never mind. So that's one of the jobs I'm going to have to do in the next little while. And here's another job. is just behind me. This board has broken, as you can see, and I was going to do it today, but I don't think I will. It's absolutely freezing out here. So let's have a look inside and see how these brassicas are doing. And it's not too bad, is it really? Still surviving, so that's good. And here's a couple more jobs here. This is my pond. It's looking rather sad. And right next to it, I had, well, over a year ago, something growing in here. I had beans growing in here, dwarf beans, but I rather neglected it. So that's going to have to be sorted as well. Another job for maybe December. One other thing I wanted to show you was the onions. What I've had to do is put a little bit of a ridgepole along here as a means, because it was flat on the ground. And you can see these onions are actually growing now. So that's good. And we're into the last part of November. So that will keep me going till through December. And actually I did have a go at this corner here, as you can see. Still some work to do. That's still to be done. Okay.